What is up, Broncos fans? The Denver Broncos show back here again to do another video, and it is finally that time of the year again, guys. Football is back. The 2012 NFL regular season kicks off tonight when the New York Giants take on the Dallas Cowboys, and of course, the game that all us Broncos fans have been waiting for and are looking forward to this Sunday night. The Denver Broncos kick off their 2012 NFL season against the Pittsburgh Steelers on national TV primetime. Can't wait for it. Really looking forward to taking on the Steelers in week one. I think it's a great test for us right out the gate. And I'm just super excited for this year. I believe I mentioned it in my preseason video that this is the most excited I've really been going into a Broncos season in quite some time. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of hype and expectations surrounding this Broncos team this year, but I think that's a good thing for this team. That's going to force this team and this group of guys to elevate their game every week. There's going to be a huge target and bullseye on us this year because of us acquiring Peyton Manning and because of the hype that we've had going into this season. And I think it's great. I think it's just going to force us to elevate our game week in and week out. And I love that each team is going to give us their best shot every week and that we're going to have a bullseye because we're going to take every team's best shot and we're going to be prepared for anything. So I'm excited for that this year. And we start the season off with a great test against a team that obviously has no love lost for us and that obviously wants to get some revenge on us in the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're a team that has been in there, done that in terms of winning championships. They've been in high pressure situations. They've been in big games. So it's a great test for us week one against a great Steelers team that's well coached, going to be well prepared, and that's been there and done that, if you will, in big game situations. And obviously everyone knows what happened the last time we met the Steelers in the AFC wildcard round. We upset them with Tim Tebow completing that pass in OT to Demaryius Thomas for a touchdown. We ended the Steelers season. So obviously there's the revenge factor. You know, people will talk about last year's AFC wildcard game between us and the Steelers and what that means going into this game. To me, it means jack shit. That was last year. I don't care about that. We're a completely different team. Last year when we played the Steelers, we had a gimmick offense and we had to make up for the lack of skill that we had at the quarterback position. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. We almost had a fullback playing the quarterback position last year. Now we have a legitimate quarterback. We have one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL right now. We're a completely different offense. We made some acquisitions defensively, and even the Steelers have made some changes as well. And I think it'd be foolish for the Steelers and their fans, or for us and our fans, to think, you know, anything from last year's game means shit going into this game, because we're two completely different teams, and I'm just ready to start this season off and hopefully start it off on the right foot against the Steelers on Sunday night. What do I expect to see from the Broncos against the Steelers Sunday night? Offensively, I think what the Broncos need to look to do to, I guess, win the battle against the Steelers defense is we got to control the tempo of the game from the get-go, and we have to match the Steelers' intensity and physicality of their defense. Their defense is mash mouth style of defense under defensive coordinator Dick LeBeau, who's probably the best defensive coordinator right now in football. So he's obviously going to have his guys prepared, and I'm sure he's going to throw a lot of different looks at Peyton Manning. But if we can match their physicality and really just kind of pound them up front with our offensive line, I think we have a good shot to really kind of do whatever we want offensively against their defense if we can do that. And if we win that battle up front in the trenches, our O-line is able to block well up front, I think we'll be fine against this defense, because they are missing James Harrison. We're missing Chris Cooper. That kind of evens out there. That's 2 big losses for their defense and our offense. So it's going to be really interesting to see who steps up on our offensive line in place of Chris Cooper, and who's going to step up in place of James Harrison for the Steelers defense if he can't go, which I believe he won't be playing Sunday night. I could be wrong there, though. But controlling the tempo, winning the battle up front, matching the Steelers' physicality, and I think establishing a run game early and often. Feed the rock to Willis McGahee. Showed the Steelers that we're not afraid to be physical with them, pound it down their throat. That will open up the pass game. And I think what the Steelers defensively are going to try to do is they're really going to try to eliminate the deep ball. I think they're going to try to take away Demaryius Thomas and Andre Caldwell and Eric Decker. So I think the middle of the field is going to be pretty wide open for us in this game. So I expect Jacob Tamme, Joel Dreesen, even Brandon Stokely to have a lot of opportunities in this game to make plays. And then I think blitz pickup will be huge as well for our offense, because the Steelers are pretty creative with their blitzes. They always like to send Troy Polamalu on safety blitzes, so got to watch out for that as well. Defensively, what do we need to do? Obviously, we got to pressure Ben Roethlisberger, make his life hell on Sunday night, which I think won't be too hard for us to do. We obviously have in my opinion, I think we already have one of the better pass rushing tandems in the NFL right now with Von Miller and Elvis Dumervil. And with the way our defensive line has played this preseason, I think we should have no problem pushing the pocket and winning that battle in the trenches against the Steelers' offensive line. I think we're going to put Ben Roethlisberger under a lot of pressure, and we need to. I think our defensive line will push the pocket. You have Von Miller and Dumervil on the outside. I think Ben Roethlisberger's night, if you can do that, I think he's going to have a long night, I should say. Getting to Ben Roethlisberger will obviously take away Mike Wallace and take away that big play threat that the Steelers offense has. So I think that's really what we got to do on the defensive end, and also again match the Steelers physicalness. This is a very physical team, are the Steelers, and we have to match that physicality from the get-go. So going to be a great game. Looking forward to it. Best of luck to the Pittsburgh Steelers and their fans. Can't wait to play you guys and compete against you guys and kick off our 2012 NFL season against you guys. You're definitely a worthy adversary, a worthy opponent, and a very, very tough test for us, and a good test for us to start off the season. So that's my video, guys. Leave me a comment below with what you think the Broncos need to do on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball this Sunday to be successful against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And just what are your thoughts going into this NFL season? Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? Who do you think is going to win the MVP? Just leave me a comment below of what you're looking most forward to and what you expect from the 2012 NFL season. So super excited. Just want to say best of luck to the other 31 NFL teams out there and their fan bases. Best of luck to you guys this season. I wish every other team out there a good and healthy season, and it's great to have football back. Can't wait for this Sunday night. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the support. As always, go Broncos, and to the Pittsburgh Steelers and their fans, we'll see you Sunday night.